Tell them the truth.
What?
Bee's done one coat and she's like, I think that it just needs one coat because, you know, we want it to look like farmhousey. And I'm like, you don't want to do another coat, do you?
No, I don't. Hello everyone and welcome to another instalment of our Sprinter van conversion series. And on the last video we were upcycling, upgrading a vintage piece of furniture, and we ended it with it in a bit of a sorry state of looking like Frankenstein. So today we're going to continue making it look beautiful. We're adding some decorative edging, filling in the holes for the screws, sanding it down, and then we're going to paint it. So Theo's just measuring up now.
We just got this from B&Q. It was
in the reduced aisle.
£3 clearance. So yeah, always love a good bargain. And this is going to look really nice along here, and also we're going to have the same edge along the top, and this will just make it look nice, but it will also stop things from sliding off the shelves, which is always useful. So there it is, all cut to size, decorative edge, and it looks really nice actually. If I go around the back, you'll be able to see there's a really nice lip, and that will just stop all of our belongings sliding off.
Because all of our belongings are going on this miniature shelf, I'm sure.
We've just glued it. We're going to nail it on as well, but just to be safe, we've glued it. Wow, look at them socks and sandals.
I'm serious.
What do you know about them bad boys? Fresh white socks and sandals. That looks really good. Yes. It's these little touches that make it. So that nice decorative edge is now on with nails and glue. And I just missed it on camera, but Bea was literally doing a dance over getting to do the wood filler, so she's pretty excited about doing this wood filler. So we found this hammer, and this is a hammer I just used in my granddad's toolbox. How amazing is that? It's absolutely miniature, but did the trick. And yeah, I think I'll definitely be using this quite a bit.
It's called Stubster. So I've got a tube of wood filler here that dries brown, not that it actually matters because it's going to get painted over. And basically you just got to kind of warm it up, make it malleable in the tube. It actually says before use, it actually says before use, work tube well between fingers. So, I mean, interpret that as you will. I'm doing it like this, trying to warm it up because it's quite chilly today. So once this has been nicely warmed up, I shall be depositing dots.
Yeah, you can see where Bea sanded the areas.
Yeah, because they were slightly,
and obviously
whatever.
These are the screw holes. Just going to fill them up.
Fill them up.
And then we'll sand it back over.
Squirt it. Do that.
And then paint over it. You'll never know.
You'll never know
that it even existed. So in the last vlog, we painted these the colour that we want them, and one was just normal plywood, the other was the furniture board, and this was obviously a lot darker. We sanded it back, put a little top coat on, or undercoat, and look, they look exactly the same, which is amazing news, because obviously we don't want this thing to end up looking like that, because it looks a bit of a state at the moment. That's an understatement. But yeah, it's gonna work out in the end. Bear with us. So this is a hole that Bea's just done. Obviously it looks messy at the moment, but we'll sand it back after all of them are being completed. But it's as simple as just filling the hole with the filler, as so. And then we just go over it a little bit, and that's it. Simple.
Simples.
So while Bea is getting on with that, I've been spray painting these screws, as you can see. I just wanted the heads to be black so it worked with the bulkhead. And obviously I know that you can buy black screws, but we already had silver screws, so a little bit of spray paint, 5 minutes later, you got yourself some black screws, which is perfect because they will match our overhead shelf, and most of them are probably going to be buried into acoustic carpet, so you won't even be able to see them. But you know what I'm like, I like it to be perfect, so fingers crossed everything will look nice and neat. B's doing a good job at this wood fillering.
Oddly satisfying, if a little messy.
So yeah, it's really simple to do, and that will make all the difference because we do want this to be a real feature in the van. The bit I'm really looking forward to though is getting the paint on it, because I think that's really going to transform it into what we initially imagined it would look like.
Okay, so last night we left all of the wood-filled holes to dry, and I've come in this morning and started sanding it down, and it's worked very well. Let me just show you. So here's it sanded down, totally smooth, you can't even feel them. So when they're painted over, you won't even know. Well, you won't even be able to see this bit anyway, but anyway, that's not the point, you won't be able to see it. So all these here, they need to be sanded down to be smooth like the ones up here. So I've got those to sand, ones around here to sand, and some underneath here, pocket hole ones to sand, so let's get to it. All of the filled holes have now been sanded, and they're nice and smooth to the unit. So the next stage of the restoration of this beauty is to sand the whole thing. So I'm going to use the sander for the majority of it, but I will have to hand sand the small areas just to get any grime off, any dirt that's built up over the years, and just make the wood all nice and smooth in preparation for the base coat. And sanding that just then was very dusty, a lot of dust in the face. So I don't have any masks. It's the one thing I forgot to get, so I'm gonna just put a bit of cloth over my face just to stop inhaling all of the dust basically. So let's go.
So B has done an absolutely fabulous job of sanding this beast back, and it's ready to be painted, but first we're going to put an undercoat on, and that way these two colours should match obviously when the final coat goes on.
It will improve the paint adhesion on the wood.
I keep looking over and catching this colour in my eye, and I'm so happy this is what we're going for, because it just looks so nice. It's going to be such a nice warm look in the van.
I've got a nice clean brush to slap it all. I'm so excited. Every day I've been like, we're going to paint it today, and Theo's like, no, we've got to do this first. I'm like, oh. So today I'm like, yes, finally painting.
And how long does this take to dry?
It says it takes 8 hours, so we'll leave it all day.
Okay, so probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be the final paint.
That's going on a lot better than it was on the other surface, which is good. You're just going to do a thin coat?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be very thick.
Nice. Guys, look how good this is looking. It has gone a very pale colour, which is exactly what we wanted.
I actually quite like it already.
It does look cool. It looks very cool. We can't do these parts yet. We need to just nip to home base to get some masking tape so we can mask off the glass.
Because we're unprepared morons.
We are unprepared morons and we don't have any masking tape. So yeah, we just need to grab that, then we can finish it. So I've just finished masking off the doors, and now B's putting a coat around the doors, and then hopefully this will dry quicker than it says on a tin. It says 8 hours, but we're hoping to put a coat of the Branwell paint that we've got, the nice green looking colour, on before we leave tonight. Right then, we are on to the next stage, which is cladding the bulkhead. We've been really looking forward to this stage because it's going to transform how the bulkhead looks, and we're excited to see, once we stain it with like a walnut stain, how it looks against the coloured paint that we've chosen. I reckon it's going to look marvellous. So this is the new beam that I've just joined all the way across, and that is where our cladding is going to come to. So that means I can screw it into the bottom and it's nice and sturdy. And just before we get started, I've taken a photo of the bulkhead frame, and then what we're going to do is we're going to measure all of the beams so we know where we can screw into that isn't just thin plywood. So that's really important for when we screw obviously the furniture into the bulkhead. It's nice and secure. So the first bit is incredibly difficult because we need to follow this curved line. Sprinters do not make it easy, but we've come up with this little tool that we've designed. So it's the scribe that B made before, but we've made a new one that's slightly longer, and we put this bracket in, and then that is able to go along the edge and draw a nice neat line. So fingers crossed that works. But yeah, it should do. Shouldn't be a problem. So B is just gluing up some acoustic carpet because this absolute boil.
Stupid knobbly thing.
Like, what is that? I know we've mentioned it before in the vlog.
Why?
And it's just horrible. So we're going to put some carpet on it just in case the wood doesn't manage to cut around it absolutely perfectly. So if you can see through it a little bit, at least it'll be carpeted and not bare metal.
Theo's currently trimming cladding because we have been attaching the cladding. So with the scribed template that we made from ply, we have been able to create nice curved cladding to go around that irritating carpeted boil as well. So it's all coming together, looking really nice. That red mark is where the kitchen is going to be going up to, so it will actually be covering that. And we are going to attach in the future another piece down there, but for now we're just doing it like that. And we're going to get all of that cladded, and then we're going to stain it. And while Theo's doing that, I'm now going to paint that because it's fully dry and ready to be greened.
Tell them the truth.
What?
B's done one coat and she's like, I think that it just needs one coat because, you know, we want it to look like farmhousey. And I'm like, you don't want to do another coat, do you?
No, I don't. I don't, but I also think it does look good with one coat. Put your phone on silent, how unprofessional. Anyway, so most of it is done, and how fire does that look? Honestly, this has turned out exactly how I wanted it to. It's beautiful, and when it's got all our stuff on it, it's going to look even better. You might have noticed some white patches up here. Basically, the paintbrushes that are small, that would fit in here, and up here, are currently drying down there, and I don't want to dilute the paint, and it looks shocking. So for now, we're just going to go home, leave this to dry. Although it's pretty much dry, I took that long that most of it's dry. Theo's dead. He only managed to clad half the... Oh, whatever. Pathetic convenient excuse. Let's see what he did.
Need to go to B&Q.
Whilst I was painting, this beaver over here did that. Oh, it looks so good. It does. When it's stained, it'll look epic.
Yeah, wait until that's got a nice walnut stain on it, contrasting to the beautiful greenish colour that we've gone for the units. It's gonna look unbelievable. Like, I can't wait to just fix it all in place. But tomorrow, more cladding.
We will finish the cladding and then hopefully begin the kitchen unit. So good morning, it's the next day, and the dresser thing looks lovely painted. Let's have a look. So it's fully dry, as you can see. So today I need to basically touch up, well, paint the bits I couldn't do yesterday because I didn't have a small brush that was dry. And I know I said I wasn't going to do another coat because I'm lazy, but I'm actually going to do another coat because I think may as well whilst we've got the paint. So let's get cracking on that. And Theo's continuing with the cladding on the bulkhead. To speed it up, I'm going to try doing it with a roller as well. Let's give it a whirl. I'll start on the top first so I can see how well it actually works. So that might be better with this, but we shall see.
So I've very nearly finished all of the cladding on the bulkhead, and B finished the painting, so we just offered up the unit to see how it might look. And oh my, it looks incredible. Check this out. How amazing does that look? It's incredible. It looks just how we wanted it to. And now we're gonna finish off the cladding there, and then we're gonna stain it with the walnut stain, and oh, it's really looking nice. It's that time again.
Scribing time! Right.
So yeah, we got to scribe this corner. Obviously, it's different to here, and we did a nice job on this, so we want to do a nice job on this as well.
The clamp is going to get in the way, so we need to trim the scriber.
Okay, make the scriber a little bit shorter.
Okay, 2 ticks.
Here she goes, scribey scribe. If you're wondering what that noise is, there's a tractor in the background, because we are living that farm life. Oh, that's a lovely scraping sound.
I went a bit wonky up here.
So she's just going over it a few times just to make sure the first one was on point. And we can jigsaw it and see if it fits.
That's better. Cladding is all on now. That curve was tough. Well, there we have it. This isn't the final product, oh no. Theo's just filling in some of the little crack gaps that are a bit white still. But tomorrow, after this has had a good solid 12 hours or so to dry, we're going to sand it back to really bring out the grains so it'll look gorgeous. Can't wait. Can you?
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
So tired though.
Yeah, right. Let's end today and carry on tomorrow. So the next stage of modifying this thing is we're going to add at the top here little copper wiring, tubing actually. It's definitely not wire. Copper piping. That we are just.
Does that go with that colour as well?
Yes, I know. Very nice.
Everything's coming together.
Very nice. So yeah, we're going to put that on. It's so ridiculously simple to do this. We're using push fit connectors. So we've already push fitted it on one end, and we're going to trim it to the correct length and go with that. So let's show you how simple it is to make it look even better. So as you can tell, we don't have any pens, pencils or anything to hand, so Theo's going to do the age-old method of scratching the pipe to the correct length. Where's the pipe cutter?
In my pocket. So yeah, we got this pipe cutter from Screwfix, dead cheap, and I've done a test and it seemed to work pretty well. So we give it a go. Line that up. Screw this tight, and then all you do is spin it around 360 degrees and it chops it.
Doesn't have to be in way deeper than that though.
Watch and learn.
I don't even know why I'm commenting because I haven't got a clue. So he's tightening it up so it will basically pierce the pipe.
Should have this in a vice really.
Yeah, you probably should. But as people like to remind us every day, we're not professionals. We're just DIYers.
If you can
and we never claim to be professional.
If you can just hold that there.
I am the human clamp.
There we go.
There we go.
There's a really nice cut actually. There's no way I could do anything that nice with any of the tools I've got, so this thing is a bargain.
So now the next step of this ridiculously easy mod is to just push on the little elbow.
I didn't realise how easy it was to kind of do copper joints and stuff with push fit. I don't think it's that very complicated with soldering it either. So.
No, it's just a little bit longer, I suppose. Right, so we're going to have one little bracket in the middle.
So and then there. So I think that'll fit. You just don't want it to be too long because these can only go so far.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how far the pipe goes in. I reckon that'll be fine.
Okay, so I'm just going to put this like right angle push fitting on. There we go.
Nice and pushed fit. Okay, so now we have that on there. The next stage is to cut shorter pieces that will go to the wall. And there we have it.
Very straightforward, but it looks so nice. Like this, these are the bits for me that make it what it's going to be, because you know when you're cladding and it's all just wood and whatnot, it's fine, but then it's these bits that make it into like a home and give it that extra nice look, because you're going to be living in this van. Well, not you guys, but we are. And we want to make sure that it's comfortable and it looks really nice as well, because we spend every day in it. So, right, next part.
Are you going to stick it on?
I'm going to stick it on
and then trim
first,
it whilst it's
yeah.
on? Do you not want to put this on? I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, it doesn't matter.
So firstly, we've secured the middle one down. And now going further along here, it's been pushed in and trimmed, and this one's just been placed into position. And Theo's just sticking the other end in. And then we can secure both ends down, and it looks really good. And there we have it. Theo's just tightening the last piece on. This is the easiest thing ever. And it really adds extra character to this already characterful piece. So yeah, Theo's just screwing the top connector on, and once that's all done, we're going to offer it up in there and show you guys what it looks like against the stained wood that we sanded down yesterday to get some more of the grain out. And then it's pretty much done. I mean, I think it's one of those things, we're probably going to add bits and bobs to it over time. There's some hooks that we need to put back on that came with the original one, but for now it's pretty much done. So here we have it. This is kind of what it's going to be like. It's going to be ever so slightly lower. You won't be able to see that top bit there because this shelf will be coming down. But basically this is it. So we need to trim these down once the top of the kitchen's in. We're going to have a copper splashback going all the way around to here. And we're thinking in these corners here, rather than just leaving it as dead space, we'll put some little shelves in on either side. So yeah, it's looking lovely, and this little bar at the top really adds a nice touch to it. This is fantastic. So thanks for watching today's video, guys. We're super happy with how that turned out, and it was worth the risk that we took. You know, it's a gamble, it could have gone horribly wrong, but we feel like it went really well for us. It turned out how we wanted it to, so we're very, very happy with that, and it makes our kitchen already look amazing, and there's not even a kitchen there yet. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.
Head over to theindieprojects.com/shop and check out our new merchandise. Join us on Patreon for exclusive content, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.